Well, thank you. We've just discovered a lot of syllable types, and how that will help us to learn to read in a more proficient way will only be through practice. Let's look at some words that are on a piece of paper between you, Mahina, and Nahiku. I'm going to say a word, but I am not going to say the word, I'm going to say the letters, because I'm going to teach you a strategy. This strategy is called divide and conquer. Because the trueness about our language is if you've never seen that word before, you need to have a strategy to figure out what it is. And I'm going to give you a strategy that was invented by Jane Fell Green, and it is called divide and conquer, because it's doable. So look on your piece of paper, ladies, and look for the word that begins with NAP and ends with KIN. Without saying the word, please, I know you can read it. So, ladies, would you do me a favor? The first thing for you to do with this divide and conquer strategy is look at that word. Do you see any prefixes, meaning to come at the beginning, in that NAP word? And I can't see you, so you can say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. What is your prefix that you see?
Nap.
Say again?
Nap.
No, I don't.
Oh, nap.
What's your prefix? Okay. Mahina, do you see a prefix in NAP?
I don't see any prefixes.
And now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, and kids, we did pages of suffixes. We have not done prefixes, which come at the beginning of a word. They're small usually. They mean things like redo things. They mean like in, to go into something or not have it. We have different prefixes that have meanings, and prefixes are morphemes, so they're units of meaning. Going back to that word NAPKIN, is there a prefix?
Can I? So yeah. I'm thinking, because we haven't done very many prefixes, and so
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So, but we know what a napkin is, right? And I know you didn't want us to go right to the word,
but how can you help it?
Yeah. So
is there anything in front of it that tells me it's not a real napkin?
Just like picture in your head a napkin, right? And there's nothing in front of the word at the beginning. There's nothing in the beginning to change napkin into anything else. There's nothing following to change napkin into something else. So in that case, there's no prefix and there's no suffix. It's just a napkin.
That's right.
And what kind of word is napkin?
A thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a noun. Yeah. So you couldn't napkined.
Right. You can't add something on it that will change its meaning or extend its meaning. So.
Oh, you could pluralize it.
Oh, you could. And then.
Napkins.
That's right. That's right. So the next activity in this divide and conquer strategy, okay, you can't circle a prefix because there is none. Can you circle a suffix? No, there is none. The next thing you do is underline your vowels. So go ahead.
You want to do that?
Now that you've underlined your vowels, what is between those vowels?
Consonants.
How many?
2.
Well, you're lucky. It's a real commonplace. If you put your syllable split right there, go ahead. Between those 2 consonants, what do you end up with?
So go ahead and split up your syllables between the two consonants. Consonants.
And if I ask you to put diacritical marks on those vowels, what would you put on those vowels? Tell me, because I can't see you from this camera.
And the A will be a 2.
The A will be, what, will it be a moon or a straight line? Say your syllable so we'll know it.
A round.
A half round. That's right. And what about in the KIN? What are you going to put above the I?
The round as well.
That is correct.
And Nahiko, why don't we open your reference book? Because this is what I think you have to get used to doing, is having this reference book with you kind of like all the time. And then that'll help us to remember the different sounds and the different diacritical marks.
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay.
Okay, so, and you know in napkin, the vowel, what are they sounding like? Their names or something else?
Something else.
Of course. Okay, the next word in your list I would like you to go to, don't read it if you can help it. It's spelled INSPECT. Can you identify that? Find it in your list. Okay, my question to you again is there a prefix in that word that is a small unit of meaning?
N.
You are correct. Would you circle it? And in this word, in means to actually go in. And the second syllable says what? I forgot to ask you to underline your vowels. See? I forgot. So you circled. Is there a suffix in that word? Something at the end.
Et.
Does that mean anything to you? No. So there is no suffix there. You have one, how many syllables in that word now? No, underline your vowels. Tell us what you're doing.
Underlining our vowels I and E.
Okay. What's between the I and the E?
2 vowels.
In between the I.
Consonants, 2 consonants.
And where's the most common place to separate?
Between them 2.
Yes, between those 2 consonants. Also, what do you know, Mahina?
Hang on. There's so in between the I and the E, there's 3 consonants.
Oh.
So where's the, so if we do our inspect,
Yeah.
did you hear where the break in the syllables or
Inspect.
see where the break in the syllables happened?
And my error, because it's not in front of me, you circled that prefix, it should be done with. Okay? If you circle the prefix, it should be done. Let's try another one. Look for this word. Oh, did we read that word?
Inspect.
Good. What do you think spect means? It has meaning.
Spectacles, like eyes.
That's right. Anything with spect means looking at it. That's a morpheme with meaning. Very good. Okay, now let's go to the word that says CONCLUDE. Repeat.
CON.
CONCLUDE.
All right. Do you see any prefixes in that word?
Con.
Yes. circle it. And what do we know con means? We've played with it this session too.
Connecting.
Connecting, to go together. Okay, now, since you've circled it, forget it. You know what it means. Whatever is left, would you underline the vowel?
Yeah. O.
Whatever is left.
O. U. E.
U and E. Okay? Do you see anything in that U and E that looks like a syllable type?
Here, let me remind you of what our syllable types are. These are the 4 ones that we are working with here.
Silent E.
You are right. That is a silent E syllable. The E makes no sound. It hops over that one consonant to make that U do something. Now, would you attempt to read that word, please? U's are funny.
Yep.
Conclude.
Very good. To conclude means to finish. We're not concluding yet. Mahalo for tuning in. You've just experienced another piece of the English language fundamentals. It's as if we're braiding a strong rope. Join us again. Ahui ho.